Hey everybody, how's it going? This should be live now. Let me know if the sound's alright. Let me see if you can see me alright. We're doing like a basic we're doing like a basic stream tonight because I got a new computer. So I normally have like a waiting screen and a countdown and everything, but this one's just starting. So here I am. For everybody hopping on. Yeah, I was not happy with the performance of my computer running my streams last year, so I have a new one, and tonight's the first time trying it, but I don't have any of my presets for cool graphics or anything like that, so I just have a camera plugged in and my mic plugged in, so hopefully this is all sounding all right. From the comments so far, we're all good. No echoes, not the song, the physical audio sensation of echoes. It's off to a good start. Just need my tuner. Welcome to the stream. My name is Bug. I'm in a band called Bug Hunter. Y'all haven't reacted to me dropping that tuner yet, so I can tell the lag is decent this evening. You just don't care about the tuner. Cool. So what I do is I play some songs and I hang out and I answer questions and I chat. And Mars patronizes me. Mars is I See the Island, for people who don't know. Okay, I'm all tuned up. What do y'all want to hear? Carried Coin wants to hear Echoes. Well, Hold Tough. What is? I should have known. I played Making Up Words last week. $sign Sax. Of all the songs I'm not prepared to play, $sign Sax is probably at the top of that list. The Chase, that's a good one. I could play The Chase. What is City Escape? I don't know what that is. That sounds like a video game. This is a song that I wrote very, very early on in my songwriting career. I don't even think I played guitar yet. I'm pretty sure I was still playing that ukulele in the back there. And I just started playing this G minor chord like this and just kind of I just took the feeling it gave me and I wrote this song. Mary Ann found herself in some trouble. She'd never seen a man that stood so tall. The fact he was so sizable made him too recognizable, and that man, he wouldn't stand for that at all. Trevor never punched his ticket early. Dependable to run 5 minutes late. Today he's bound to beat the clock, and that 4-way stop seems safe to cross. If only he'd been taught to look both ways. There is nothing you can do. I am coming straight for you. Stevie couldn't breathe when he found himself sinking, and Jenny's lucky penny was as lucky as Lincoln. And Austin got lost and never found his way back, and no one trained Janie not to walk on the track. Connor got the honor of a statue in the park, a monument to all the monsters lurking in the dark. And some might call it sad, I call it art. He saw the world through window blinds. I'm staying here, I'll be just fine, until he felt that tightness in his chest. And death appeared before him, staring gravely, sadder than his average tragic case. This one stayed inside his cage and traded happiness for age. And death was sad, he quite enjoys the chase. There is nothing you can do. Whoa, I am coming straight for you. Thanks, everybody. Just love that song. Sometimes get the giggles when you're playing a song. That hasn't happened to me in a long time. I feel like there was an era there where I would get the giggles in the middle of songs playing on live streams, and I feel like I went a very long time without doing that. So, what was that thing? Do y'all remember the thing that somebody said? I don't even remember who it was, or when it was, or what it was, but there was a thing that someone said a long time ago in the chat that just made me laugh so much that I couldn't stop, and every time I thought about it, I laughed. If you remember from back in the old days, put it in the chat, because... The giggles didn't become less likely. You just hardly streamed for the last fourth of last year. That's fair. I streamed basically every time that I could when I wasn't on tour. But that's a really good point. I don't stream when I tour. Speaking of tours, pretend there's a graphic here. And also pretend that graphic doesn't have any information because it's still a secret. But I've been playing tours all week. That I'm going to be announcing very, very soon. So I'm very, very, very excited about that. Basically, I just spend all day sitting right here, emailing and calling venues all across this country, trying to find places for Bug Hunter to play. And I, so far, am like a third done. And I'm just hoping that I'll be done very soon. So it's been like the last 5 days, just from like when I wake up to when I go to bed, and then I dream about it. And the first thing I do when I wake up is see if anybody emailed me, and if they don't, I get sad. Okay, let's do a cozy Q&A. This is something that I do at my streams in between songs. Is just I'll tell you some stories because I'm already kind of going off on tangents about tours, so I might as well make this formal and talk to you about what I'm doing this year. And we'll do a little cozy Q&A. Okay, so while I'm on the topic of tours and while you guys are formulating questions, I have big plans to tour this year. I'm in the middle of booking 30 shows across the United States. There's one show that I can talk about right now. And that's because it's not a part of any of my tours. It's just a kind of standalone show that I'm doing. But if you live in Toronto, Canada, I'm going to be there. I just confirmed that this morning. I'm going to be in Toronto on Friday, March 17th. So clear your calendars. I will be there. I'll have tickets up soon. Like I said, confirmed it this morning. So I'm going to be playing a solo show March 17th. In Toronto. Fantasy Clown Animation says, I'll start emailing you good morning every morning so you're not sad. That would make me sad because when I see emails that aren't venue bookers confirming me for a venue, I am sad. Even if they're nice emails. I basically just delete everything that doesn't say responding to booking your venue on this date. Whatever. Jams wants to know, is that your first time visiting Canada? Yeah, it'll be my first time ever in Canada. So even though I lived like just south of Vancouver for a very long time, I never went. So yeah, and it will probably be the only time I get to Canada this year. The reason being we have complications with the tour group, the crew that I'm touring with. We're trying to minimize border crossings, not for any illegal reasons, just because logistically it is very difficult when you have people from multiple countries having to deal with crossing borders to another third country. So this one will just be me and my dad. Me and my dad are going to Canada, and then I probably won't be able to make it up to Canada for any other shows this year. So Toronto's it. Sunshine wants me to do a pose, so you can do the fan art of today. I mean, the only thing I can think of when you say do a pose is like a karate thing. Hold on, my other arm's got to get in there. Hold on. There it is. That's kind of more like the robot, but we're going to go with that because that's the only pose I can think of. I just saw a question, then it went away, but it looked like, what's the most delicious thing you ate over the holiday? The first thing that came to mind, and it's probably because my dad was showing that he was eating it today too, was my mom and my nephew made a batch of homemade Rice Krispie treats, and I had one like right as they came out of the oven, and it was just like life-changing. I don't even like marshmallows that much, but it was the best. And my mom made Rice Krispie treats again yesterday, and I was FaceTiming my dad because we're talking about tour stuff, and then he just randomly shows me this like tray of Rice Krispie treats, and I really wanted one. What was my inspiration for Two Bed, Two Bath, and a Ghost? It's one of my favorite songs from you, and I love singing in my car. Thank you. My inspiration for Two Bed, Two Bath, and a Ghost. I was thinking of ghost songs that I could write. That sounds obvious, but not every song that ends up being what it's about starts that way, and that one really did. I was like, what's an interesting ghost story to tell that I could do? And what I came up with, and I had this text. I text myself lyric ideas, and what I had texted myself was old lady ghost trying to get her husband. So that text kind of lived in my phone for about, I don't know. I texted it to myself like March of 2020, something like that, February 2020, and I didn't write Two Bed, Two Bath until like October 2021, so I had the idea for a long time. It wasn't until I kind of found those chords. I was like, ooh, that's spooky, and then I went through my text, and I saw that, and it would just became, the old man next door says his house is haunted, which I believe it's on this capo, which is why that sounded weird. Yeah. The old man next door says his house is haunted. Yeah, so then I just said that, and I was like, ooh, that's cool. And then I got to this part, and I was like, Robert, I'm so sorry, your house ain't haunted. And I was like, oh, that's a cool chorus. And then, yeah, then I wrote the rest of the song. Sunshine wants to know if I have a song called Swallowing Gum. I do. Yeah, it's a song called Swallowing Gum. It's off an album called Surge of Confidence that was predates Bug Hunter, just Bug, but I have rewritten it for the modern era, and now it's not released as a Bug Hunter song yet, that version, but I do play it on stream sometime, just like I played The Chase. The Chase is also an old song off of Surge of Confidence, but I have revamped it, so I'm proud to play it now. The Time of Some asks, what was your dream job as a kid? And I'll just kind of divert that question because it wasn't being a musician or a songwriter, because I didn't start doing this until I was 21. So this has been something that kind of happened later in my life that I never really anticipated happening. Mars is trying to get me to play Soul Line Gum. Joey Hollywood eloquently writes, "When you wrote the Nationwide jingle, were I happy?" I don't know, Joey. You tell me. John says, "Do you think stream of consciousness is a name for an album you might use?" And no, probably not, and here's why. I always love to take my album titles from lyrics, from one of the songs on the album, and Who I'm Singing To dropped a pretty hard stream of consciousness, where if I was ever going to call an album Stream of Consciousness, it would have been Thrown Between a Couple. I don't think I can drop a more iconic Stream of Consciousness line than that one, and so doubtful. Tree wants to know, when can we expect Animal Barrel? And if you don't know what that means, Animal Barrel is the code name that y'all have given to my next album, that I've never put forth this title. I believe it came to somebody in a dream, and y'all have just run with it. So if you're wondering when an album called Animal Barrel will be released, that will probably never happen. Yarn Monster apparently is the designer of Animal Barrel. But if you're just asking when my next album is going to come out, it's going to be this year. It's going to be this year. It's already written. I just need to get all my ducks in a row. Yeah, Yarn Monster, you created a monster, an Animal Barrel monster. They have literally not let that go since the moment you said it. Everybody calls my next album Animal Barrel. I'm pretty sure there's been some kind of fan art created for Animal Barrel. But yeah, I'm probably about a few weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. There's a couple of things I'm waiting for that are kind of outside of my control, for launching a Kickstarter to fund the next album and get all the things we need to make that happen. Get me and Kyle and Jesse in a room in Seattle to get it all recorded and sounding nice for y'all. So if you like Bug Hunter at all, this year is going to be a big year. Big tours, new album that I'm very, very proud of and happy with. It's not like 100% complete yet. I'm still working on it. Before the stream, I was doing some writing on the ground like I do. So there's still a little ways to go, but when I ran the Kickstarter for Bigger Than Myself in 2020, I was way further behind where I'm at now. I think I ran that one in January, and those songs were not in the same state as these ones are. Those were, I mean, they were there, but like, I don't think Braggin had any references to birds yet. Pine Cones didn't, like, its entire bridge of Pine Cones wasn't written yet. I think Magic 8 has been written, but I wasn't intending to put it on the album. It was like heavily under construction. The Safe Word Bridge, speaking of under construction, the Safe Word Bridge was not written yet. Yeah, so I'm way further along on this album, running the Kickstarter, than I was at that same time. So I feel really good about that. Bob wants to know how I am. I'm doing really good. 23 is off to a really good start, and I'm really excited for this year. So. Coin is unsure if they remember seeing Joey's fan art, and you would remember. So if you're not sure, you haven't seen it. Guaranteed. The Tiresome asks, what are some expectations we should have for the album? That's a really good question. Expectations. So what I'll say is that this new album is not going to be like... It's not like the other albums. But no, it actually isn't. It's very different from everything I've written. But from what I've heard, the feedback I've gotten is that everything sounds completely in place for a Bug Hunter song while not sounding like any Bug Hunter songs that currently exist. So what I'll say is, if you look at Two Bed, Two Bath, and a Ghost, which will be on this next album, and you kind of see kind of how different that song is compared to everything that had come before, but it was very different because I'd never really written like a song about ghosts, and yeah. Just take however you feel about Two Bed, Two Bath, and a Ghost, and it's how it meshes into the Bug Hunter discography, and that's how this album's gonna be. A lot of stories. It's very fun, mostly. Sorry. I was talking. Caleb says, I played a new song in Dallas. Any chance there's a timeline we'll be able to listen to that as a recording or live? Yes, I'm remembering. Don't say the name of the song. I appreciate when my audiences don't give away my upcoming songs. I think I remember what I played in Dallas. I don't have a timeline for you. I've played several new songs last year across the country, and yeah, I'm hoping this year. But a lot of the songs I was playing on tour were kind of like bonus track ideas, and I've written a lot of songs for this album, so. Can we get a heavy death metal scream in the next album? The closest you're gonna get is the neighbor guy scream from Kyle. Because, yeah, that was Kyle, if anybody didn't know who yells neighbor guy. It's actually kind of a mix of me and Kyle's voice, but it's predominantly Kyle. Caleb, wait, I missed it. When's the new album coming out? I'm gonna run the Kickstarter here in the next couple of weeks, and then hopefully, my goal is like the first half of the year, but there's a lot going on, tours and stuff like that. So, you know, we're not gonna release it before it's ready, but it'll be this year, unless it's not ready. Will we re-record or remaster Two Bed, Two Bath? Nope. That's it. That's the song right there. The time of some says, has anyone told you that you look like someone? You remind me of the Wild Kratts, which I have a 3-year-old nephew who was watching the Wild Kratts when we were home over the holidays, and they're like cartoons, right? There was an episode about a panda. So, cool. I think that's cool. Alright, I feel like I talked enough and too much, both at the same time. So, Papa Bug dropping the Wildcrats knowledge as a grandpa would do. Let's do a song. So I just did what song did I just play? The Chase? Oh, now everything's on the table, huh? I normally try not to play more than one song per album at any particular stream, but yeah, everything's on the table since I played The Chase, except Surge of Confidence, I guess. Swallowing gum. We can use the wheel. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, I haven't utilized this yet, but I got a wheel. At some point, I'll do something with the wheel. I need to get, there's a little like thing that needs to go here to point down, and it's like Velcro, and that I don't have that part. So if somebody has a Velcro arrow, my address is 1806 Summit Avenue, 300, number 63, Richmond, Virginia, 23236. I can't tell if everybody wants to play Swallowing Gum or if that's just Mars over and over again. Like, I'm not able to like grok who is saying it and who is not actually saying it. That's not doxing myself. That's just my P.O. box. So that's fine. That's the address that people can know. Okay. I hear you. Okay. I'll but disclaimer. I don't know if I remember it. So. Stubbornness has always blocked my course when all I needed was a little shove to help me out the door. While the greens and blues and happy hues are right behind the blinds that I've closed. But that's what we need sunlight for, to creep below the cracks and to remind me there's a window and that window has a latch. But I'm holding up a stone, it might be faster just to close my eyes and throw. And I'm swallowing gum, I just in my throat, spit out my words or damn it I'll choke. I'm swallowing. Like fighting, but your rival is yourself. Replace the uppercuts with paper cuts, cause both will hurt like hell. They both need someone in your corner who will tell you, you got this in the bag. But to land the hooks and dodge the blocks, you have to mix it up. Keep them on their toes where no one knows what you were thinking of. When the audience is sure you're gonna zig, that's when you gotta punch them in the head. And I'm swallowing gum, lodged in my throat, spit out my words or damn it I'll choke. I'm swallowing. As good, so I'll compose myself and hope it helps to write for nothing other than for fun. And I'm swallowing gum, lost in my throat, spit out my words or damn it I'll choke. I'm swallowing gum, and I'm swallowing gum, lodged in my trachea. Who'd have thought it'd take that much to wake me up? The way it's stuck and shaking up my heart. And I'm swallowing gum, lodged in my throat, spit out my words or damn it I'll choke. I'm swallowing gum, I'm swallowing gum. I think y'all are letting the like vibe and aesthetic and color palette of my room right now kind of bias you towards this conclusion that you all hive-minded in the middle of that song and that I'm in a blue room with a blue hat and a blue shirt, and someone says, "Hey, he's Blue's Clues." I feel like it has something to do with the fact that literally everything on screen is either blue or made out of wood. It's kind of a cool color palette though. I normally don't wear a t-shirt on stream, but for some reason I was like, I don't think this stream is gonna get off the ground tonight, so I'm not even gonna change. I'm just, like I said, I'm using a new setup, a new computer, and I was like, it's probably not even gonna work. So I'll just start it, see what happens. And then there it was. And I just like my blue hat. It's my puppy dog hat. My wife gave it to me, and she told me that I look cute in it, so I wear it every day. Whoop. Sunshine says, words cannot describe how good that song was. Thanks. It's called Swallowing Gum. Bug Hunter's version. Taylor's version. Anyways. Kendall says, play the Mail Time song now. I don't think I would know. I don't think I would know. I know how it goes, but I don't think I would know the chords. Cool. Let's do some ukulele cozy time and talk about other things. Someone asked earlier what my most controversial opinion is, and Jams just reminded me of what it might be. And this is only if you're a Taylor Swift fan, but one of my hot takes about Taylor Swift, and I hope the Bug Hunter gets big enough where me saying this someday causes me any amount of drama. But I don't think the 10-minute version of All Too Well was an improvement on the song All Too Well. And it seemed like everybody is just pretending that it's better. The 5-minute version was perfect. So that's my controversial Taylor Swift opinion. The short film is very good, but that doesn't mean that this 10-minute version is better. It doesn't add anything. John is asking best brand of ukulele, and I feel like I'm gonna have to give a biased answer to that. For the Bug Hunter stream brought to you by Luna. I don't know. This is the only ukulele I've ever owned. It's a Luna. I had a friend who had this exact ukulele, and once I saw it and played it, it was like, I will settle for nothing besides that ukulele. So I had to defeat them in a battle and take it from them. No. I just got it for my birthday. It's a different one, I think. My parents would have to tell you. I just assumed. Travis says, those sound like Death Cab chords. Death Cab invented G major, A minor, and C major, which was revolutionary at the time. No, I'm just playing whatever. Mars got a Luna uke because my friend had a Luna uke. That's strange. But Yarn Monster has a question. What song of yours would you recommend to learn on uke for a beginner to intermediate? because I wrote that on my uke. So, all of my songs are pretty easy. Once you know bar chords, you pretty much unlocked my discography. But on uke, Be Glad I Love You. Be Glad I Love You is pretty simple. It's just it's a 4-chord song. The only tricky part with Be Glad I Love You is that the beat changes, like the timing changes. Like the verses are kind of like this, where I kind of do them for a while, but when you get to the chorus, then my quirks. You love my quirks, the dopey way I flirt. So you just have to like speed up the changes. So that can be tricky if you're not used to that. But it's just the same 4 chords over and over again. John wants to know if I can cook, and you better believe it. I don't really have an interest in cooking, but I've been cooking a lot recently because my wife Ladybug is in a very intense part of her school program, and I want to make sure that she has food to eat, that she looks forward to eating at the end of the night. So tonight I made one of my mom's recipes that she made for us growing up, and you should have seen me. I literally, I FaceTimed my mom, because the directions said, put it in the oven for 45 minutes to an hour, and I checked on it at half an hour, because I didn't want the cheese to burn. But when I took it, I checked on it at half an hour, it was it looked perfect. It looked like exactly how my mom made it. And so I FaceTimed my mom, and I think I woke her up from a nap and was like, can you look at my cheese? Is this right? Is this ready? Do I need to keep going? And she was very kind to me, and told me that yes, I in fact had done it. And since everything was already cooked, I was just kind of heating it up. It was like a casserole kind of thing. Since I was heating it all up together, that it wasn't strictly necessary that I get to 45 minutes. And I got rave reviews from Ladybug on the dish tonight. So. I've expanded my repertoire of what I make recently, and sometimes it's just something simple: a scrambled egg and half of a cinnamon raisin English muffin and a little bowl of grapes. But I'd never really go crazy fancy. If I can't make it in an hour, I'm probably not interested in making it, but I'm trying to do better. The rim of this clock, it's like an aqua, I think. Yeah, looks pretty aqua to me. Parker James is back with a new name, Peeker James. Oh, hey, Jim is here. Hey, Jim. Jim knows my secret name. I'm very happy to see your name pop up. Jim and I used to work together, and I left my job a little over a year ago, and I remember Jim. We both played at the talent show, our corporate talent show, way back in the day, and Jim would have his kids come up and play, and it was so good. So I hope you're still out there playing music too. But yeah, good to see you. I'm doing well. Thanks for keeping tabs on me. Emma says, I haven't managed to catch a live stream of yours since I'm always busy, but I hope you're doing well. I was at your Portland live show, and it was amazing. I still think about it weekly. You should see what you're doing in April. I think April 7th. Not to give too much away, but if you're around Portland April 7th, just keep an eye out. James says, I love your stuff. What inspired the Bug branding? So I'll go into two things on that. So the first is the name. Bug was just one that my parents have called me since I was a baby. So that's just why I'm called Bug. Hunter is just my last name, so it's Bug Hunter. The reason that we have the kind of the Bug branding on everything, the logo is one that I came up with myself. And the reason is because I had a philosophy when I was like, okay, I need a logo for my band. And I just think that all logos, to be effective, should be able to be sketched in like under a second. You know, think Nike swoosh or whatever. If you can just very, very easily make a logo, 3 circles, 2 little antenna, boom. And I had this vision, you know, that all of my albums would keep that kind of motif, the 3 circles and the 2 antenna. And we've done that for everything. Every album cover, there is some form of a bug, either overt or hidden, in every kind of artwork that we've done. So it's one of my favorite things about Bug Hunter and like the success we found is that I was able to like deliver on that like vision I had when I was literally just making circles in Microsoft Paint and uploading it as the album art for Surge of Confidence. I was like, I know that this is an amateurish thing, but it's going to like be a cool thing eventually. Mars's favorite movie was Gerald Maguire. I was pretty sure. Leroy wants to know if I still misplace my keys often or have I finally embraced the key bowl. We have a key hook now. I use it, but I will say my wife, Ladybug, apropos of nothing, about 6 weeks ago, did order us a gift, and the gift was a tile key tracker, and we put it on the car keys. So, I must not be batting 100%. That's not the phrase. I must not be batting 1,000. You know how they say, I must not be batting 100%. Let's do one more song, and then I'm thinking bedtime? Yeah, I think so. I think it's almost bedtime. I've been very excited because this entire stream, before I started my stream, I know where Ladybug keeps her secret candy stash, and I went and found it, and there was a little peanut butter cup in there, and I was like, I can't eat this right now because I'm about to start my live stream. So I've had it sat in front of me the entire live stream, and I've just been looking at it. As soon as the stream's over, I get to eat it. So we're gonna play this one on double speed. No, I'll do it normal. Yeah, we'll do sad streams soon. I think I've been all my streams so far this year has been either a disaster, the first stream of the year, and then this one is on a new machine. So I was like, I can't go in with like a whole theme, trying out something new. So. Okay, how are we ending the night, everybody? I'll do a speed run if you want me to. That'll just get me to my peanut butter cup faster. It might be an almond butter cup. It doesn't have a label. It's from Trader Joe's, so it's always a risk. Boogie Pete Magic 16, that's a good one. Boogie Pete, speedrun a disco. Disco is pretty fast as is. On heights, yeah. Spin the wheel. There's nothing on the wheel. I can spin the wheel, but it doesn't say to do anything. Slow burn speedrun? I don't even know what that would. No, that would be it. That would go off the rails very quickly. Fast burn, that's very funny. Let's just do a normal speed version of what just sounds good. I feel like I played disco last week, so I'm not gonna play disco all too well. Would I get copyright struck if I played a Taylor Swift song on a live stream? I don't know. I've never tried to play a cover before, but I'll stick to a cover of a song that I wrote. Same place. Piano teacher, my old soccer coach, college professor, everyone I know. I'm sorry I couldn't listen to you then. It wasn't your fault I abandoned it. I only learn when I am passionate, but when if the story could fast forward, I would clamp that button down. I'm not the next all-star, I'm hardly an artist. I bought this guitar, and I'm trying my hardest. When I'm by myself, nothing can stop me, but I can't perform if there's anyone watching. When I hit play, I'm still in the same place. I'm hardly an artist. 2 notes and my guitar riff, and no signs of stopping. Look, watch me, I'm hardly an artist. 2 notes and my guitar riff, and no signs of stopping. Look, watch me, I'm not the next all-star, I'm hardly an artist. I bought this guitar, and I'm trying my hardest. When I'm by myself, nothing can stop me, but I can't perform if there's anyone watching. It's all fun and games till you find your profession. Then you look back on a lifetime of lessons. I won't spend a penny on one more obsession. I'll find my hobby before your investment. when I hit play, I'm back in the same place. Thank you, everybody. That was a song that nobody asked for called Piano Teacher, but I hope you enjoyed it. I wrote it for y'all. Thank you. So with that is the end of my stream. I've been here live. Unless you're watching this later, then I wasn't. So now I get to eat my either peanut butter cup or almond butter cup, and it's either milk chocolate or dark chocolate. I really don't know, but I feel like I've earned it. My delayed gratification for this will hopefully have worked. So if you like Bug Hunter, oh, I forgot to do the thing. I do a postcard of the day. I don't have a graphic because I'm on a new computer. I do a handwritten postcard of the day. I have been so focused on booking shows for my tours this year that I just kind of forgot to post it like the last 3 days. So if you order the one today, you get 4 postcards, which is a record. You'll get 4 because if I don't sell it on one day, I throw it in with the next day to kind of sweeten the pot until somebody can't resist buying it because it's such a good deal. And today's is a very good deal. I think it has yesterday's 2 Bed, 2 Bath, and a Ghost in it. I don't even know what today's is. I feel like it's Key to Being Lonely. I could be wrong. You can check my website. And so someone go buy that because you're getting a good deal. Don't let it get to 5. That'd be embarrassing. And then join our Discord. That's where you can hear about these streams and the tours and the Kickstarter and just chat with me. I'm in there every day. I read everything. So you can come hang out with all the wonderful people that have been in the chat tonight. Sunshine LeChunk will probably post some fan art from this evening, as they tend to do. Thank you for letting me pick my pose this time. Let's see if I regret it. Anyways, I will be back Sunday? Maybe. You never know. That's the plan. But, you never know what's going to happen. So, I don't have a graphic to go to because, like I said, I'm on a new computer. So this stream is just going to end, and then we'll all just be kind of staring at a finished video. So thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you on Sunday.